5 years ago, a virus escaped, and everybody died. If you are out there, there is hope.
These hordes of undead that aren't really there, Milla makes you believe them. And for that reason, I think she is the heart and soul of Resident Evil.
Not only do you get the chills and the spills and the thrills, you also get characters that you can live vicariously through.
We're so lucky to have the cast that we got for this movie.
Gotta get out of this place.
Arcadia will send help.
No one's coming to get us, okay? No one.
Milla really embodies the Alice character. She embodies Resident Evil. I mean, I don't think there could be a Resident Evil franchise without her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alice.
She's what started this franchise and really the root and the heart of it all.
The more comfortable you get with a character and the more you know them and you know how they would react to certain situations, they almost become like a part of yourself.
Milla does kick ass in the movie, and you know, the physical and the mental strength that takes, it's admirable.
She's kind of like one of the guys, and to find all of that in the same package, along with the beauty and the intelligence and the acting chops.
She's as badass as they come. And then in between takes, I mean, she's the sweetest person you could ever imagine.
We're just so lucky. The actors involved are so cool, and Allie especially, because we're really a team. Awesome, that's my best acting of the day.
It's incredible that Resident Evil put in these two fierce female characters. Both of them will survive under any situation. Where you look at Alice, she is more of the mythical figure, where Claire is the human component. Claire really had become a reluctant leader in the last movie. That's something that's a natural instinct in her. It's something that she needs to do.
Claire Redfield, a real fan favorite from number 3. And we've introduced another character who was not seen previously but is in the games, which is Chris Redfield, played by Wentworth Miller from Prison Break.
When I first got the script, I called up my agent and I said, it has to be some kind of practical joke. And you meet my character in prison, and the first thing out of his mouth is, I know a way out of here. I know a way out of this place.
I thought his work on Prison Break was fantastic, and I was really excited to meet him. So we worked together a couple times before we started shooting the movie, and it's amazing because we're similar in a lot of ways, and we both related to each other on a lot of levels.
I'd never seen one of the movies, and I'd never played the video game, so I had no understanding of who Chris Redfield was or how he fit into this particular universe. And only after I started doing research did I get that he was such a critical part of the video games.
He's sort of mysterious when you meet with him. You don't know if he's necessarily good or if he's perhaps bad. So he adds a kind of mystery to the film, which I think is important.
It's been years since Chris and Claire laid eyes on each other, so there's this tremendous moment of shock and recognition.
Claire?
What?
But at the same time, it's also Resident Evil. It becomes about these characters being in conflict.
I have the strangest feeling. I know you.
Luther is a natural leader. He's an ex-pro athlete who played basketball, so he assumes his leadership position out of necessity.
Boris, Kodjoe, you know, we're both parents, which is an amazing thing to be able to connect with another parent on a Resident Evil film, because it's the first time I've done one as a mother.
I think when Alice and Luther first meet, there's an automatic energy between them, because they're both type A personalities, alpha dogs. I think that attracts Luther to Alice, besides the fact that she's beautiful, obviously.
Where do you think you're going?
Crystal is the cook within the prison.
The menu's not extensive, but she is a master of what she does.
I started working as like 9 years old in British TV. So in some sense, I feel really ready to be here. I'm around all these established actors that are at the top of their game, and every day I'm learning.
Came to Hollywood to live the dream, ended up waiting tables.
Why are we waiting? Excuse me, I'm hungry. Thank you. I play Bennett Sinclair. He's the resident dickhead.
Get out of here, man.
Thank you. I'm very proud to say that I do good dickheads.
Kim Coates, such a great improviser, brings so much life to his character.
It's going to be me, but you won't know that it's me. But that will be me coming through it all. Beautiful. How am I doing for the accent, man?
Thank God I'm in it, because I'm not a beautiful person. Everybody else is really pretty. So I'm just going to add a little nuts and bolts with this visage.
Don't you shut him! I'm a producer!
Sergio Paris Manchetta, he's so sexy and he's just got such an amazing personality.
I've played the first Resident Evil game with my friends at home, and to be in this movie for me is to have one of my dreams come true, you know?
Chairman Wesker, who is the head of the Umbrella Corporation, is a very important character in the game. He's a tremendously fun villain. He loves his villainy.
I always knew you'd be drawn to your friends.
First, when I heard that they were going to do another one of Resident Evil, I was like, okay, well, whatever we have to do, we make sure that I want to be in the loop for that.
Sean Roberts, who plays Wesker, is just such a sweetheart. And then suddenly he goes on camera and he's just like the Terminator.
The costume demands a certain projection of feeling.
Wouldn't want you harming my pets.
Speaking of which, I'll just put these on.
This is a really good cast of characters. And when you do a movie like this, you still have to make it real. You have to make it as real as you can. And so it really helps to cast a really, really good, strong group of actors.